Release the Kraken!
Greetings, fellow game designers. Ron here at Lame Duck Studios, and today is another fantastic devlog for Rocket Flip. It's been a while since the last one. We can see it's been about April 21. So, a few months ago. Yeah, so some things have changed in Rocket Flip, and I'll go ahead and just take a look. So now you can see we have this as it loads in. It pulls in some data, does some data checks, and we have a hangar. This is new. You can now pick new ships, which is awesome. And of course, they unlock based on a certain number of flight credits. I go back. Now this one is missing the texture, but it's not quite ready yet. And it is a big jump from here to there, but we'll go back to it at some point. If you go to the missions, you'll see you now have unlockable levels. And these unlock based on points. And you can see that the missions, they stay locked until they are ready, which is awesome. It gives you progression. And you can see that when you select one, it tells you what to do. So in this case, complete the previous mission. And if these are unlocked, it'll give you a better description. So let's jump in here and see if we can earn some points. Oh, look, it's rendering. I'll just flip. Aha! Now you'll notice that when I flipped, it's a bit more crisp. I redid the physics, so this is a little bit tighter. And we'll start. You can see how the flip is. It's more controllable. It doesn't go out of control. Now, if you hit a balloon, it does throw you off balance, but it's easier to gain back. So there's that. Okay, go back to the next one. Hey, awesome. So now we're on to the next mission here. So I've done the first 3. Now we're on 10 flips in a row. Well, bam, you know, easy as cake. If you don't get the reference, you're an uncultured swine. All right, let's jump up 6 revolutions. Let's get that revolution counter. Oof, I crashed. Now you notice that when I died, I lost some flight credits. My wife hates that, so she's a completionist and wants it so that she gets free points. I might remove it, but we'll take a look once we get into the menu, and I'll show you how that works. So let's go ahead and just flip these. Oof. Oh, I died again. Okay, so now I have some flight credits. Let me go ahead and see if anything else is. Oh, I don't have the hangar mid-game on the options. I thought that would cause some problems, so I didn't add it there. But I'm going to jump back to the main menu. I have our hangar. How many flight credits do I have? So I've got 105 flight credits, and you can see that we have that. And if I select something, it tells me that something is available, or it tells me that it's not available. This should be this color. That's a bit of a glitch, but let's see if it works. Okay, it did. And that's been unlocked. Go back. I'll jump back in for a second. Yeah, that should have cleared right away, but it's whatever. I'll go ahead and pick this now. Now, I don't have to select anything. I can just select it and exit. That needs to be a little bit more clear. But if I jump into the missions now, let me go ahead and pick one. You now have a new rocket. And the new rockets, they have their own physics. They behave a little bit differently. So this one, you can see it has a higher jump. But the rotation requires a little bit of finesse. So each rocket has its own purpose. So the first one is really good for those tight maneuvers. This one is actually designed for ladders. So if we go back in, if we hover over, we have a bit of a description here. High-powered rocket with a low center of gravity, ideal for ladders. So the ladders are it's a thing that I've been wanting to put into the game for a long time, and I didn't do it because the physics were buggy with the old method, but I went ahead and rebuilt the physics from scratch so that I could put this in here. Ah, kitty fur. Ah, ah. So here I am inside the level, and I'm going to go ahead and turn ladders on. And I'm going to go ahead and grab a ladder here. I will flip it and set the number of ladders. Okay. Okay, and you see how the ladder activates, and then if I land on one, oops, I died. Now if I land on one, the next one activates. Now there shouldn't be a ladder here. I've added one to manipulate the game a little bit, but I can land, and it activates the next one. And then that one will go, which I think I broke it, but whatever not. Okay. So then the other rocket is better for ladders. I'll go ahead and show you that. Okay. So here we have the rocket. And now this is designed to have a perfect flip to a ladder. And then you'll end up with the next one firing. And Kitty says hi. I don't know if you can see her down here. And I wait patiently, fire the rocket. And in theory, if I don't bungle it, it should be a perfect landing. So, and however many ladders you can climb is the goal. So those introduced, I've been wanting to build those for a while, and of course have a rocket that is ideal for those kind of things. And then of course the next big thing is the environment. So let me go ahead and fix this. This is not supposed to be that high. I had to kind of cheat for a second there. So the next level is of course the moon. And you can see it here. This is the moon in all its glory. There is a backdrop. Unreal makes it difficult to actually get rid of this stuff, so you want to ever see that. But here is space. And of course, when the game compiles and runs, you don't actually see this. Now this handy-dandy box right here in the middle, this was an idea to kind of help with the revolutions, to kind of, as a tutorial, to teach you how to stay within a boundary. Not done yet, but it's just kind of here. But here we are, we're on the moon, and there's lower gravity, so you can see I float much farther. But it's neat. You can kind of go pretty high. You can see the Earth way back there. You can see these little pods, little atmospheric pods on the moon. You can go quite high if you want to. Taking a minute. Ooh. And the goal with these is to try to stay within this boundary. As you're in it, you can see the timer ticks. And it's supposed to help teach the idea of hovering with a revolution. And this is what happens when you have antivirus interrupting your stuff. Now, I'm not really sure what I want to do with this. I may end up taking it out, but it was in there as an idea to kind of help do that particular thing. So yeah, this is kind of where I'm at with Rocket Flip. Some things I want to change. For example, let me turn the in-game volume off. That way it's a lot easier to deal with. One of the things I want to end up changing is actually the buy menu. So at the moment, there's a bit of a disconnect inside of the hangar, you have to purchase stuff, right? You can select it and you purchase it and whatever. And the part that my wife doesn't like is when you crash, you can lose flight credits, which takes stuff away. In some respects, you lose points. But where the buy menu gets kind of conflicting with the rest of the game is if I go back to the missions here, I don't really have a buy screen for the levels. They unlock as those points are gained. So what ends up happening, so the ships you could buy, but if you lose flight credits, the levels will relock and cause a problem. So it's kind of an inconsistency. So what I may end up doing, instead of creating a separate buy screen, I may just remove the buy screen altogether and just have these unlock permanently with the flight credits as you get them, and have the ships do the same thing without actually having to have a buy menu. You just go in, you select your ship, you exit, and you have it as long as it's unlocked. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. The other thing that I've been working on was the achievements. You've seen kind of a glimpse of that when I hit play here. You can see the achievements popping up. I still haven't built the icons for that. Hi, kitten. Hi. I still haven't built the icons for that. Slow progress between building Unity projects for the class that I'm teaching and cryptocurrency and writing and all those other things. It's a slow project, but it is on the way. So yeah, so let me know what you think about in the comments if you have any ideas or suggestions, and I shall see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my channel. Misty and I both thank you. If you enjoyed that video you just watched, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, check out our online merch. You can get that on Amazon or at a Teespring store. The links for that are in the description below. And now for the new and exciting thing that I've been working on the past month or two is our first official cryptocurrency, which is Stepdad Doge. So Stepdad Doge is a BEP20 token, totally for the memes. Not to the moon anytime soon is our big slogan. And of course, he's been keeping the kids in line. I wanted to do keeping the kids in line since 1949, but that's not true. So I just left it at this. But yeah, this is what I'm working on, making the little page here and being kind of cute with it. If you want to see more about the token and all that stuff, you can check out our About page. You'll see the team. Of course, I'm the token creator, and then Marcus and Becca, they were kind of like some of the spiritual advisors into this. So it's like, I want to make a token. I don't know what I want it to do or what I want it to be. And so we kicked around that idea, and this is the idea that kind of popped up. So you can kind of read about the token, what the project is. There is a 1 trillion coin cap. It's not going to, you're not going to be minting any of these, and you're not going to be burning any of these. And we'll get back to burning in just a second. There is a fee for all transactions, which is 4%. That way there's something always going back into the coin, so there's always something to be available. And then there is, of course, a staking fee or a staking reward. So as you're holding it, you gain some coins back, 3%. Now, in terms of burning the coin, I don't think it's a good idea to burn something that you want to actually have value. That's kind of like a scheme with pump and dumps. They're like, oh, this coin will burn X amount of coins, and then it'll artificially inflate the price, and then you'll get you'll be able to pull out and get some money out of it. My thoughts on that are, if you want a coin to be usable and you want to be able to make trades with it and whatever, then having the supply of that token or coin diminish with trades means at some point you're going to run out of coins to trade. So it just doesn't make economical sense to me. So I did not make a burn in this coin. I want it to be useful. One of the things we want to do is make it so that you can purchase our merch with it. There is, of course, merch, which is awesome. You can check out the merch page. This is the basic stuff we have here. And you can gain all of it, of course, on our Teespring store. That brings you here, and you can see various products and such. At the moment, you cannot purchase anything with the tokens directly because I don't know how to set that up yet. Working on it. But I do want to be able to start at this point and, of course, offer games that I'm selling using the token. I was going to have a different token in mind, but I think this is going to be a fun one. And yeah, it's just going to have something that you can exchange with, because more things that you can buy with it, the better the longevity of the project and the more value it's ultimately going to have. And then, of course, as far as like transparency and trades and stuff, you can read that here and what we've done at the present time. You can also see more about the token on Binance BNB. So if you go to BNB or Binance scan.com, you can take the token address. You go to the investment page here, and you can go down to the bottom and grab the contract address and just go ahead and paste that in, and you can get more information about it. So here is the page so far. I'm still in the works of getting the symbol approved, because I have to have so many trades and whatever not to get all that stuff. But you can see it here. Current value and all that stuff. Really, there's no value in it except for what I've already put into it. I think overall I put about $1,500 into creating and setting up and doing liquidity for the token and some other stuff. You can see the current transactions and all that on the coin. You can check that out. You can check out the contract. You can check out how the contract's built. It's all here, and whatever not. As far as trading, if you want to get a hold of it, it is available on PancakeSwap currently. It trades for BNB, and you can, of course, go into, once you connect your wallet, you can go down and paste the contract address and then add it. Now, if you haven't added it yet, it will say, hey, anybody can make a token. Anybody can make a token here. And it'll give you a warning. Make sure that you understand who you're getting it from and if it's approved and it's official. But yeah, the contract address should take you there. And then it'll exchange for BNB. I don't actually have any BNB in this wallet, but you can exchange for it. I want to make it so it's exchangeable across other BEP20 tokens, so like Wife Doge, Baby Doge. There's, of course, Shiba Coin, which is an ERC token. I'm going to see if I can get that working as well, but I don't have that up just yet. But the more things you can trade it with, the more options you have as far as like liquidity and trading and such. So yeah, so if you jump down and you actually go to the investment page, I do recommend not investing in this unless it's something that you really want to do, because this is a meme project. It is, of course, my first project. I don't have any intention of abandoning it because I think it's kind of neat, but you got to know your sources and be vigilant about that sort of stuff. So I can't give financial advice and say, get this, but if you want it and you really want to support the meme, then by all means, help us out. The more people who are getting involved in this, then the more likely we can get this on other exchanges and we can get sort of the ball rolling. I might do a crowdfunding page to kind of help build that up. I haven't given out any coins or anything like that. I think for the upcoming future, I might do some giveaways, but we'll get to that a little bit later down the line. But anyway, yeah, so that's just us in a nutshell, what we've been doing. If you want to, of course, contact us on this page, you're more than welcome to. And there's some merch. And yeah. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you on the next round next time.